You're not rooting for your own team.
You can't walk out on the set, bro. That's the cut anyway. Top 5 NBA players.
I can go 6 Lakers in my stuff.
LeBron at 1.
I gotta go with a King.
Jordan at 2.
Magic.
I'm gonna take Kobe.
Kareem.
My small forward, I take Latrell Sprewell.
This guy, Steve.
Sportsmanlike conduct podcast.
Yeah, you got for dinner. See, you don't get that. Welcome back, Sportsmanlike Conduct Podcast. I'm your host, Cassius Clee. I did that already. Nah, we just coming right back. Hold on. Rewind it, take one.
Come back, select.
What y'all discussing, boy?
Carrying the chow mein, skunt boy.
Welcome back, Sportsmanlike Conduct Podcast. Yo, I never went anywhere, man. You went somewhere. You just came back, bro. Yo, Ponix.
What's good?
What's up, man?
What's up?
Kyrie, man. KD, Brooklyn Nets. Where you want to go first?
I'm not gonna hold you. You know, I make fun of Brooklyn all the time, but
yeah,
I
somebody's
feel
gonna
bad
get
for
you.
y'all, son.
Somebody's gonna get you one day. From
I
Brooklyn.
don't know. Listen, they got bigger things to focus on than me, because I don't know what's going on with their team right now. You
Yeah,
got
they won the
Kyrie,
last game,
last
right?
night.
They
Yeah.
won last night.
but even at the post game, they still asking him about.
Hey, listen,
something
man.
he
You know
apologized
they gonna
for.
come for that dude, son.
Word.
Nah, but
I don't think he still handled it right, man. Like, yo, don't give him anything, man.
Nah, you see, I disagree. Only because my whole thing is this, right? Let's count it out. He posts a tweet. That's the timeline, right? That's the start.
Yeah.
He gets asked about it post game in a game that has nothing to do with anything. Cool. He reacts. It becomes news. They ask him in the press conference to apologize. That's 3, right? He doesn't apologize technically. He says, I know how can I be anti-Semitic if I know who I am? So basically he doubled down on whatever he was saying before, right?
Right.
Suspension. So you telling me after suspension, he apologized one time on his IG
He had to
page.
do it again.
8
8-game suspension, by the way.
8 game.
Oh, he
They
missed
said
8?
It was supposed to be 5, but then, you know,
Okay.
all right, cool. So now, you get suspended 8 games. You sit down. There's like 3 apologies before he even got back reinstated on the team. He had to post.
He had to give money.
We're not even going to talk about it. That he had to post. He made a video. And then pregame, he also apologized again. Right? So that's 3 apologies right then and there.
It's not enough.
Right? They win a game. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to
Had
talk
like
about.
22 points.
Like the
There's so
third
much to
game
talk
over
about.
10
Really?
points or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, 22
22,
points. 10
12.
for 12 shooting. He shot
Okay.
well.
So much to talk about. I think Yuta Watanabe, bro. Apparently he's shooting the best percentage from 3. He had like 12 points in 1 quarter out of 16.
Mm-hmm.
He got the post game interview. There's so much to talk about. So much to talk about. You see Kyrie right there at the post game. What do you have to say for the hate group? I don't see
That was
how they
outside.
outside. Israel united in Christ.
They labeled them a hate group. No, they labeled them
them
anti-Semitic. No, actually, they did say
No,
hate
they
group.
said they're
They did say hate
group.
group. They said both?
Yeah.
They said hate group and anti-Semitic group.
Yes,
He
sir.
said they said basically, oh, what do you have to say for them showing up outside
In support of you.
in support of you?
Yeah,
What are we
they're not-
talking about here?
They're
now?
not gonna let
You
this
see what I'm
go,
saying?
man.
Like at this point,
what was Kyrie's response?
he
He said he didn't know what's going on.
said That's a conversation for another day. I'm here to talk about basketball.
Perfect answer.
It's the perfect answer because it's what he should have been doing if he knows he's not gonna dive in.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna dive in, just don't even dip your feet in the pool.
That's why I didn't like the posts without content. Like, you post that, okay, but it's too late to wheel it back now because the media creates a narrative now. Oh, you're anti-Semitic. And he had his opportunity there. I understood what he was saying when he said, how can I be anti-Semitic
if I know
who I am?
Yeah, but to
But
the media.
I know what that means.
To the
you
media.
know what that means.
I know what it means, but that's what I'm saying.
No.
Not everybody knows.
I'm not even gonna let the media off the hook. They know what it means. But what I have it. You're not. I have enough to spin my own narrative. We know that they will do that. We talking about the same media that said something about fucking Kobe when he died. They talking about a rape case. This is what the media does.
Oh, yeah.
But let me
You
ask
see
you
what I'm
this.
saying? They bring up shit that has nothing to do with nothing.
Like, your man just
It's
died.
not relevant.
How come they don't have these their agents, like these sports star agents? How come they don't have protection for the players? Like, I feel that somebody should have been there to say, you know what? Prior to the interview, these are the questions that you're not going to ask him. If it's not basketball related, don't ask the question. There needs to be some protection for the
You
players.
don't think they do that?
I don't think so.
That's a very good point, bro.
But they
It's
have
not
a
a good
PR
point.
firm. They could ask
It's not
whatever
a-
they
it's
want.
not a- it's not a
it's
good
up to
point.
you.
To answer it.
It's up to you whether you want to answer it or
Nah.
not.
They
no.
force you to answer these questions,
No,
man.
force you.
It should be
No,
like,
no,
listen,
no.
if it's not basketball related, this is
But
what I'm
then-
going to do.
But they're
You
the
need
press.
to have that. You need to have that thing because at the end of the day, what you call it? You saying the agent. That's a great idea. You
But
know?
the agent doesn't
But it's
work for
not-
the team.
Exactly.
Agent
Okay,
works for
so
the player.
for the coach or whoever.
But remember what the coach said. Kyrie is not going to talk to the media. And he went to practice, and now there's cameras all in his face, microphones all. I thought I wasn't talking to the media.
So what's all right?
There
Listen.
has to be better protection for the players.
It has to be better projection, but at the same
he
time,
technically answered the question or not
He
answer
answered
the
it.
question. What if he says, "Yo, the group outside, the hate group, they anti-Semitic. What do you think about it?" He goes, "Next question."
He can get fined probably. He's not answering the question.
Can he?
no,
Will
he
he
can't
get
get
fined
fined
for
for
that?
that,
No,
bro.
he cannot,
No,
right?
cannot get fined
You're
for that.
presenting yourself at the podium. You don't want to answer questions. You don't have to
You
answer
don't have
questions.
to answer
Well,
nothing.
he's gonna have to take that approach because the next
So you're gonna
70
stay there and
games,
just
they're
be
gonna
mute?
ask him the same
Can't be
question.
mute.
They're gonna
for
keep
the
coming
next
at
You can
him
70
answer the
games,
question,
bro.
but you
can
just
answer the
cannot say
question.
something.
All right, so watch this. Let me tell you my issue. If I had any issue with Kyrie, I'm gonna tell you what it is right now. When you up there and you talk about the influence and the things you believe in, I do believe that he believes in the things that he believes in. Even I don't know if y'all seen some girl got killed by like her friends on a Cancun trip.
Yeah,
right?
That's
They see on the GoFundMe, Kyrie Irving's name is one of the highest people to send bread at. He does these things. You feel me?
He always does these things.
He always does these
And that,
things.
and that doesn't
but-
get any attention.
So, but my whole thing is, instead of we know that they're gonna poke the bear. You know what I mean? It's black. It's black reality. Is at this point, we seen it enough. We seen it.
Yeah.
You already are the scapegoat of the Brooklyn Nets. They talking about Brian Windhorst talking about, hey, there's always gonna be a distraction as long as Kyrie Irving plays for the Nets.
yeah. They
You see what I'm saying?
everybody's yeah. That shit is
you,
not right.
You already have a stigma attached to you. My
He's
thing
not
is,
the only one saying that too.
my thing with Kyrie is you have the platform to then spin the narrative on stuff and shed light on things that do matter. You get what I'm saying? Not saying that all this stuff don't matter, but the same way you did that, bring attention to basketball fans that might not know about the story. You can turn around like, hey, did you guys hear about this? And here, you flip it. Because now you asking me questions, I'll ask you questions. To the point that now there's a divide. There's such a divide here that you know you're not ever going to get the reaction or the answers on me. I'm just going to educate you with what's going on and the stuff that I stand for. Therefore, you never have to question my character. You don't have to question the things that I stand for because I'm going to keep telling y'all. when the whole I always tell y'all the Steve Kerr thing. This guy's coaching in the finals. He hears about a school shooting, I think. Was it? Yeah. It was something, right? It was a shooting. He said, yo, I'm not talking about basketball. I'm going to talk about this. He got upset. He was praised the next day. Yeah, he didn't talk about X's and O's or nothing like that.
But that's the difference because he did that with the Breonna Taylor case. He did that with George Floyd. But they say, yo, it's coming from Kyrie, so it doesn't matter.
But Kyrie also shoots himself in the foot because I feel like sometimes, even though you may know, I think we're all guilty of it. You may know that you're smarter on or more educated on something, and you'll find a slick way to basically call somebody stupid. Not saying that that's what he's doing, but in the same way of saying
that.
Huh?
I think he's doing that.
All right, cool. But when you say certain things, you just give them an out if you're not being clear, you're not being concise. Then I can make my own conclusions off what you're saying. That's exactly what's going on.
That's been my
So my whole thing is when
thing.
you sit here and talk about, let's go police brutality, right? You talk about the media like, they're peons and stuff like that, and you have a quote attached like that to you. When all you had to do is stay on the path that you were. You said that he did the Breonna Taylor thing. If you don't want to talk about what they asking you, bring it back up. Why stop talking about something? It's not. Black tragedies is not stopping.
Hell no.
I think
so. If you stand for it, keep talking about it. You have the platform to until they mute you. And guarantee if you mute, you think there's an uproar now? Every time they ask Kyrie, think about it. Imagine it. Every time you ask Kyrie Irving a question, he brings up something that's happening in the black community, right? And then they mute that. If there was ever people to stand behind somebody at that point, anybody that don't stand behind them at that point is showing their colors at that.
I think Rudy made a point of the last show we spoke about Kyrie that you don't let other people write your own narratives or something like that, Rudy?
Yeah, your history. Like you pretty much gotta be, you gotta write your own history because other people will write it for you.
That's exactly what you said.
Let me write that down, yo.
Bro, bars.
So words of wisdom from Mama Montego.
I feel like once Kyrie put that tweet out for the movie with no context,
it was done.
He left it open for them to do whatever they wanted.
But he still had a chance.
But he wasn't
done
exactly. It wasn't done. Not even to wheel it back. But my whole thing
to
is
explain it
exactly.
But still, that could have been a mistake. But what he's going through right now,
they want too much.
Way too much.
Yeah, they want too much. They want blood, son. But
one of the reporters asked during the press conference, I think it was to the extent of like. They asked him, is there a chance that he could pursue some type of legal action against the NBA or whatever? And he kind of...
He said it's up to my team.
Left it up to like his legal team. So like, I kind of feel like after this year, if teams do collude and not sign him, then he definitely probably has...
But I don't know. Somebody's going to sign him. I think he's
too
good.
I think so too. But if that's the case... I mean, I don't know, but do you think he still has an opportunity to sue the NBA for what he's going through right now?
Yeah. He's going to sue the Nets in particular because NBA didn't suspend him.
He didn't get paid either, right?
No, the NBA didn't suspend him. The Nets suspended him, quote unquote, from what I've been reading and hearing.
Yeah, but I got to believe it because when someone like Jaylen Brown basically he's been critiquing every move since like Kyrie thing. Because he's the vice president.
They trying to get him.
But then
it was supposed to be.
They trying to get him. They trying to wrap Jaylen Brown in this right now, bro. They trying to wrap him up in it.
He said, and I respect his response because this is what I mean.
They changing the whole narrative.
They try to get you on something. Oh, so you support it? I don't even know what they are. I don't even know what they are. He thought they were Qs out there. He thought it was a Greek fraternity. But he's saying, seeing my people organized the way that they do.
That's correct.
You can't find no anti-Semitism in that. I can't get mad for organization.
They doing the group. The group of what they stand for, but not they might not have been anti-Semitic that night.
Exactly.
You just attribute them to a group that they allegedly belong to.
Exactly. So now it shows that the media is looking for something more than it shows that somebody's being offensive.
I want to say something. I don't want any interruptions because it might get edited out. But you know who's controlling the media? These so-called people that are pushing this whole everything he's saying is anti-Semitic or everything about this movie is anti-Semitic, and they pushing that narrative. Well, look at that. When Kyrie played the next game after that, they got the people in the front row with the anti-Semitic or the T-shirts they had, those Jewish people.
You guys, and you know what's crazy? In that same game, he goes to those people like, yo, I appreciate you guys.
I saw that.
In the same game.
Right.
But yet he's anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But
So
again,
this is what Jaylen Brown said, right? He said, I saw a large group of our people from our community showing support for Kyrie and his return. Me being proud of that support and being proud of our community for doing that does not mean I endorse or celebrate some of the things that were being done or being said. They still trying to, bro, they're going to try. They're going to try and wrap him up in this. Do you endorse the hate an anti-Semitic group that's outside? That question is coming.
Yeah.
And he's saying,
but it can come, but he's already shown that he's competent enough to not get tricked in whatever he's doing.
at this point, you better know your word. You got
At
to know
this
your
point,
wordplay.
That's why you gotta have protection.
Well, my whole thing is, bro, at the end of the day, you always have the option to answer how you want to answer, bro. I can come to you and be like, yo, did you fuck my girl? Is the sky blue? Is the
like,
thing.
yes.
You can ask whatever. You can say whatever you
why
want.
do you ask?
Huh?
Why do you ask?
Yeah, who told you?
Listen, if he slayed my shorty, then it's not my shorty.
You trying to say about me, man?
I'm saying something about her.
All right.
How important is that information to you?
No, but
We already know what you would do, son. You a nasty man. You're a nasty nigga, son. You're a nasty man. Talk about you take a video. You know, I digress.
Yes.
That's a different show.
I don't know what you're talking
You know?
Let's
about.
keep it serious.
Yeah.
So 5
1,
minutes
2,
in.
3, 4, 5.
But I feel like when you try to tie in everything, like the smarter we move as a people in times like this, the more you'll shed a light on an agenda that's actually going on. The second you break, it's like, oh, he's just breaking because he's guilty. You literally can't show no type. You got to be on your P's and Q's.
Yeah, you lose either way, man.
Me and Joe send Malcolm clips to each other all the time because God, he just navigate through conversations like nothing.
Yeah.
You couldn't trip him up. You couldn't trip him up.
He was well versed in everything.
Exactly. So it's just like, yo, ask me the question. I'm gonna answer it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like you're not gonna like that I answer. You're never gonna ask me this again.
Listen, I advise everybody to read the autobiography of Malcolm X and watch the movie with Denzel. I don't know who Malcolm X. I don't even know what Malcolm X looks like. Once I saw that movie, not I'm being funny, but he just portrayed that whole thing like Denzel is Malcolm X. That movie was one of the
Top
that's
five
top 5
movies.
movies of all time.
Ever.
Period. Spike did that thing perfectly, and it was almost like 3 hours, right? Still,
Oh, it was over 3
Over
hours,
the-
15 minutes.
yeah,
Very long movie.
over 3 hours, and I didn't move. Normally, my attention span is like a minute thing. I have no attention span at all.
But then you know what makes me feel even worse? Because when you see something like this, right? And then it just goes to show you that like basketball players, like, I don't know, is the media will pop you up so much. You know what I
want you
mean?
to shut up and dribble, yo.
You know? But God forbid, when they told LeBron to shut up and dribble, right? It was a problem.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? It was a problem. Like, how dare you speak to somebody like
Well,
this?
I want to know who
But now-
specifically said it.
No, but peep game. But
Oh,
now you
Shorty
see in
from Fox.
commentators, yeah.
Shorty from Fox.
But now you see in commentators and analysts like Kyrie just needs to stop and focus on back. It's the same fucking thing you're saying,
Yo, even our people are saying that though.
bro.
Yeah, that was my one thing.
You know what
Like
I'm
a
saying?
lot of people, especially in the league, came out like, I don't agree with what Kyrie said. What did he say?
He didn't say anything.
What did he
He
say?
said don't dehumanize me, right?
Right.
He said do not put
Put that
words
label
on me.
on
Don't
me.
put labels on me because
He said that
It's
to her
not-
yesterday. Like,
Yeah.
hopefully, there's a something pertaining. I gotta listen to it again.
yo,
but pertaining to
your boy look up there.
They not-
I'm gonna ask you a question. Did it look like he hasn't played in 8 games? He look tired, bro.
It's a lot, yo, this is a lot of stress on this man.
Bro.
It's a lot of stress on him.
He's done, man. They took the joy out of him.
He's aged.
Playing basketball.
He's tremendous stress.
Cause now you can't do a press conference
without somebody being
somebody coming at you
all of a sudden, bro.
Every day.
That's whack. But at the same time, let's deviate from him real quick. The Nets also do it to themselves sometimes, and then they wonder why they in these headlines. Like,
oh, KD,
you feel me? What is that?
Yo, man,
what is that?
When I heard that, what he said, I was so irate.
Hold on, but let's
what did he say?
State what he said, so we don't lose our viewers.
Well, the one that I'm gonna tell you what's the one that got me so upset. When he said people expect when you got me, and he started name dropping his teammates. Like, we go out on the court just because I'm there, we supposed to win.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yes. That's
yes.
what I said.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you the top. You one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Right.
Like, you should be winning with me and you out there, son. Remember you missed that layup and Al screamed at you? But all right. But yo, how you gonna? I'm sorry, man. how you gonna say that and then you want me to play with you in the next game?
It's impossible.
It's like, yo, F you, man. I'm in the NBA just
that
like
KD
you,
said
man.
that, though, man.
But son, it shows me. I'm not saying he's basketball wise. That's all I'm attributing this to. It shows me how weak he is. Because again, I keep saying this. Everybody give Russ that smoke when they lost to Golden State after being up 3-1. They blame Russ. KD was playing too.
I know.
He couldn't bring him over the top. He couldn't overcome Russ's miscues or whatever you want to call it.
Yo,
like, stop it. He gets no flack. And now that he's getting flack, your man don't like it, son.
You ready for the quote?
Yes.
All right. It says, look at our starting lineup.
Yeah, again, see?
Edmonds.
That's foul.
Edmund Sumner.
Come on,
Royce
bro.
O'Neal. Joe Harris.
Come on, how you
Nick
gonna
Claxton,
be my man, son?
and me.
Yeah, man, Joey.
It's
Joey?
not to disrespect,
but it is.
But what are you expecting from this group? To win.
That's tough.
Yo, you part of this group. So you saying we're losing because of these 4 dudes, not because you on the court.
No, it's not done.
Fuck, yo.
You expect us to win because I'm out there.
He's weak.
So if you're watching from that lens, you're expecting us to play well because of number 7 is out there.
He's weak.
He calls himself by number.
Third partying.
Third person. Yo, he's weak.
He said,
man.
I'm really having a good time. I wish y'all could hear me talk during the game. If I got mic'd up more, people would stop asking me if I'm happy or not. I'm enjoying every moment I get to step on this fucking court. And part of it is because I tore my Achilles in the pandemic. I didn't know if we were ever going to play again.
You didn't even need to read the rest once he said.
But you see,
the opening line was enough.
Look, man, I rock with Kevin.
What was he saying this to?
I rock with Kevin.
Who's he talking to?
Chris Haynes.
That interview?
Haynes.
From Bleacher Report, I think, right?
Yeah.
A whole interview that he did with him?
Yeah. Listen. I rock with Kevin because at the end of the day, you put in.
Yo, he's one of the greatest players, man.
You can't front, but I feel like it's always he always have one of these quotes where it's just like, bro, I don't even understand.
Yeah, he's
why
weak,
you got
man.
so much smoke for people. I'd never seen. Like O says, right? I don't agree with it, but if I was to like play devil's advocate on his side, you don't really get smoke like that.
Nope.
What are you so angry at people for?
Yeah, they love this dude. They give him a pass.
They love him,
son.
bro. They say, yo, he went to go play with Steph and them. Like, it's there, bro.
Crazy.
It's there. And people still be like, yo, he's a 2-time champion.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. They don't discount it at all.
They
Yeah, it was
don't
uproar when it was the
disparage that shit
move,
at
blah,
all,
blah.
yo.
But they said he dominated in those finals. He was the best player in the final. Doesn't matter his team.
Right.
But then you have all this animosity, and I don't want to say animosity. I don't want to put emotions on him. But it's just like, I don't get why you feel the need to respond this way sometimes. It always seems like an attitude almost.
Yo, he's probably the most insecure
I'm not doing that, man. We need a KD cosign with down the block. I'm not talking that about it.
Yeah, it was
insecure
emotional
about
quote,
it.
man. It was emotional.
It's an
thing.
emotional thing, but my whole thing is like, bro, I feel like, all right, last year, FanDuel shout out, right? He says, literally says, I don't even understand where it comes from. Again,
It doesn't even matter.
I like when you guys lose. Yeah, bets when you bet on me. So it's like, so you are aware that people are betting on you to
so
score certain points. So he's like, I get satisfied being the reason that you guys do not win. I don't get that now. Now I don't get that because why?
Stokes, you think KD is weak with this, man?
I don't get it.
The reason
I wanna
is
talk to
because
Kevin.
what makes him look weak is because it's not like he was forced to Brooklyn. Like he chose to go there. So if you choose to leave Steph and go to Brooklyn and then complain about what you got surrounded
What you got to go through?
I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't-
that's weak. And I didn't really care. Like, I wasn't against him going from Oklahoma City to Golden State like a lot of people were.
I didn't care either.
I didn't care.
No, I can't.
I
I
did.
did.
I didn't care.
But, I mean,
Yeah.
me personally, I didn't care.
I
It's
did.
like-
I had a problem
There's
with it.
no reason to care.
But I understand why people had a problem with me personally. I didn't care.
I don't.
But you can't go to Brooklyn and then complain about the players that you got currently on your team when you chose to go there.
Well,
I
listen,
don't
I
got
know
a
he's
problem.
coming at the front office with that.
No,
I
he
get
is.
it.
Because he was
But-
describing why he asked for the trade.
Yeah, but yo,
But you
like
went
you
to
can't
Brooklyn,
be
son.
doing that to your teammates, son. Like, yo, listen, man,
Man.
when you do stuff as a group, you gotta be together, man. We fighting for one common cause. Like we brothers and like military soldiers. Everybody think, however you want to categorize it, son.
But
Like
if you
if
want
you
to be
don't
a
believe
leader,
me, you don't believe in me.
but
like,
if you're
yo,
the
fuck
leader,
you,
you
man.
gotta learn how to bring up everybody else.
Word.
It was a mental breakdown, okay?
Nah.
That's it.
That's what it was. A mental
Well,
breakdown.
listen. Mental health is a
mental-
whole big thing.
A mental breakdown
Yeah.
interview, right?
Yeah, he was pissed off,
He could have
frustrated.
said, "Yo, He could have said, "Don't put that out, Mr.
You can't
Haynes."
tell him what to say, man. He was going off his emotions, said some things that was controversial about his teammates. But
I feel like you
it's
just
over
gotta
with now.
be. You gotta be more aware of
Yeah,
how
man.
you come.
You're not always gonna say the right things.
You're not, but you gotta show awareness in what you're saying
I live with that.
because it can damage a already fragile system situation.
especially in team sports. Man.
Yeah,
You gotta be
team-
But listen,
careful,
that
man.
goes back
Like,
to
I
my
do.
point
You
that I
need
was
these dudes,
saying.
bro.
Go back to my point where I was saying earlier. Like when these stars or whatever getting interviewed, there has to be some type of not only what type of question you're going to ask, but there should be somebody pretty much saying, okay, if you feel about this, like don't
I know
don't
what
tell
you're
your
saying.
whole
what you're saying,
feelings.
but you
I know
want
what you're
you-
saying, but I
like-
don't like that. Like, yo,
You have to, man, because
not-
there's going to be
it's not
somebody that's
that-
no,
going to
you gotta
eat
be
you
able
up.
to say what you want to say.
No, but
can't.
you can't. The reason why that's not necessarily possible is because with all the coaching, all the PR, blah blah, there's a reason why they still get hired. There's a because ultimately, at the end of the day, I can tell you everything to say. I can be like, yo, Clee, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got.
Yeah, you don't want to be
Up
robotic.
until not even that. Up until the moment in time you get asked that question, that is now completely on you. Fuck everything I told
Yo,
you.
you can't
You
even-
can blank out because of how you felt in the moment. You
You
can
can't even
answer
be
that.
prepared for
People are
every
human.
question.
You can't be.
You
You, don't
can't
know
be
what they're gonna
prepared for
They
ask.
only
question.
asked 3 questions. You know, it's not like they asked
But
the
then,
whole
but
list.
then,
He had an
alright,
agenda.
The organization,
That was his agenda.
The organization doesn't control what the media asks you. They can't do that.
It should be. It should be
They
some
shouldn't
control.
be
can't,
because
nah,
then
man.
what's the point of media if I'm just gonna put out what I want out?
Putting off puff pieces.
Yeah.
No,
I
they're
agree
asking
with Rudy. They
questions.
should
They're
just keep it
asking
basketball,
questions.
though, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're
At
asking
this point,
questions.
you got to keep it all about the game or the sport.
No, but you
Otherwise,
know
we
what
getting
happens?
crazy.
It's a social media thing. Like you got millions and millions of followers, especially these athletes, and then you post this. Like, yo, like what is this about? Like everybody thinks what you post. Like I'm not social media savvy whatsoever, but people think what you post is gospel. But everything I see on social media is 90% asinine, son.
Let me
Funny.
tell you, I got a story for y'all when we come back about why I hate social media.
Where we going?
We'll be right back. Welcome back, Sportsmanlike Conduct Podcast. We left off social media. Obviously, I'm a little bit older than you, Ponix.
Yeah.
Social media is
You always call us old heads. Yo, y'all old heads.
the vehicle you
That OGs.
youth use to, I guess, communicate, say what y'all need to say. But I've been reluctant. As you see, I let you do the social media. Stokes handles it. But I've been reluctant to adapt to social media for a couple reasons. One reason, my daughter's mother passed away, right? So my daughter is at a mall. She's on, I don't know what, I guess it was Facebook at the time.
Instagram.
So she finds out her mother dies on Facebook. No one told her. This is how she found out, on her phone. She's with her friend. Her friend calls me. She's on the floor crying. Oh my God. This is how she found out. Yo, I wanted to murder everyone that made a comment or whatever.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Never knew that, right?
I
Never knew that
That's
shit.
the
Yeah.
first time hearing
I held that
That was
one.
Cece that was with her, right?
Yeah, I held that one for a while. This shit burns her to this day. Everybody
was
is
it?
rest in
You-
peace and da-da-da-da-da. And this is how she finds out on social media, bro. Nobody decides to call her or
She
tell
has-
her or talk to her.
She
Anything.
has brothers and sisters.
We just go right to social media and put all this, all this rest in peace nonsense. That, the cliches and like we gotta be the first one to put it out there.
Oh yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
the
that's
thing.
the
You gotta be the
social
first one to
media,
put that rest in peace out, cause I did it first.
It gets out there faster
You know what
than
I'm
the
saying?
word of mouth.
I didn't even know what SIP means for longest. I used to see it and I'm like, I don't even know what they
What
talking
the man
about.
sip?
Well, when
Right.
people died, I was like, yo, what does SIP mean?
So to this day, me and my daughter still have that conversation, and I just, social media for me is,
She's on it.
yeah, she's on it now, obviously. But
Oh,
it's just
she's-
one of them things that I just really hated social media just for that. But
Yeah, that's my first time hearing that, man.
Yeah, I never knew that stuff. And that, you making me hate social media even more now. Fuck, yo.
so it wasn't I'm so glad I just wasn't born in this social media world, bro.
Yo, it's so false, man. Yeah,
so
yo,
full of nonsense. But
I want to
I
see
guess
the
we need it
realness, yo.
for business purposes and likes and the business that we're in now.
Yeah,
obviously, I
we
need
have
to adapt.
use-
We got to put out that Stokes handles the Instagram and
Ponix handles it.
YouTube and Ponix. I love your tweets and your clips, and so we're gonna keep promoting it. But I just thought I'd share that story with you. Why you guys? I just want to let y'all know why I was so reluctant to get into this social media thing. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I feel you. And to be honest, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I disagree. I'm not gonna say, "Oh no, you should do it," because I feel like it is for people. Like I'm on it, but like Joe could tell you, like I'm on it just more so reposting joke stuff like that. Like
People
but
take it as gospel, though, man.
they do take it as gospel. So I think I think a lot of I don't want to be disrespectful in this segment, so I'm not gonna call y'all like old heads, but
You just
a lot of older people, like they go to the social media with explaining stuff like that. And some of the points that you guys have on it, dead right. But I also feel like the purpose of what it was for is gone.
correct.
So when you say
You're
the
right
social
about that.
when you say the social media like era, it's like it's like a changing of the guard, because I don't know what's going on anymore either. You feel me?
You don't even know what's real.
It's one thing to post something, it's one thing to repost a joke, but you got like little kids murdering other people on social media for a like. Like people
sir.
gonna come back. I don't know if that's what it. I know that's not what it's for.
It was not.
It wasn't for that. It was social media. It's a way for people to be social.
Our first,
Overthink. People don't talk to each other no more.
it started as pictures.
Exactly. But it's evolved into something that I don't think anybody was ready for. And because it was still brand new and it's still new.
It killed the whole media game, too,
I think
man.
it killed what it I think the biggest problem when it comes to social media is
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
it blurs the line between what's real and what's fake. Because when you allow like certain people to be on it, it's just like not everybody lives the same life, so you don't look at the world the same.
It also lacks accountability because anyone could say anything at any time. Now I get it, freedom of speech or whatever, but listen, man, you can't just go on. There's repercussions, but people think they could say anything on social media because they can't be touched. Like that's a problem, son. You know how we grew up. Like you say something to somebody, it was most of the time right to your face, and then it got dealt with right then and there.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I see cats beefing, like grown men beefing through social media.
Yeah, that's
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I mean, you got a problem. Yo, bro, come see me, bro.
yeah, you know why, man.
But you see what I'm saying?
Talk to me, bro.
That's real, but that would be real life. One thing I do think that's never changed is y'all can attest to it. Y'all let me know if this changed. When back in the day, there's people that tough, like there's people that's tough, quote unquote,
Right.
but they really soft,
Right?
right? So what do you do with that person? You guys would check them back in the day, right?
Supposedly.
If I can be tough with no repercussion,
That's the world.
Accountability.
that's the So what I'm
Accountability,
saying,
son.
it was
That
a
is the
problem
problem.
back then, but you probably just smacked them up on the block. You feel me? But what becomes a problem is if you get that wasn't recorded.
Yeah.
You get recorded smack. Yo, it doesn't matter. Like I feel like back in the day, I could lose fights, and it'd be
Yeah,
like,
it's
cool.
still-
You
yeah.
like, yo, yeah, blah blah. You got him. You can't lose no fight nowadays, bro.
Because if you fight, the cameras,
Not even because everybody
camera's
fight.
the worst thing,
I'm being
yo.
honest with you. I think most people that fight can't fight. To be honest,
I believe that
like
too.
that's
90% of people can't
can't
fight.
fight. Everybody just going for a knockout punch. You feel me? That's not even realistic. You feel me? Most people are knocking people out by accident. Let's keep it a buck, right? When you look at it like that, imagine you see yourself getting knocked out, and you know this person.
You know
this
where he is.
You know where he is. You know where he at.
black.
It is gonna eat at you because you have the. We talked about the whole
Bro,
Draymond
you're
Green
not
thing
gonna take the L. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
because nobody wants to take that L. Bro.
Yeah.
No, it's not that you don't want to take the L. It's what everybody around you makes you feel about you taking
Or the
that
pe-
L.
the peer
But
pressure taking it
that's
out.
that's a lack of accountability too. Because at the end of the day, what you call it? You guys are my old heads,
Here you
right?
go with the old joke.
Cool. No, it's not an old joke. It's not an old joke. But if I see one of y'all get popped on, not that it's a print. Yo, go pop on him. I'm not gonna let y'all go out like that.
yeah.
You feel me? I'm not gonna let y'all go out like that. I'm not gonna joke about it and blah blah. But on social media,
Oh,
it becomes crazy because
It
you'll
becomes-
see
it goes
you'll
to a
see
different
people
level.
you'll see people that was with you talk about it like, yeah, he didn't do nothing and blah blah, and that's gonna build up.
You know
It's
the
gonna
other
build
thing?
up.
and they have access.
Yo, we grab this shit whenever something's going down. Did
don't.
you see the girl in Cancun? Your man, there was a man in the room with the
Yeah,
phone
man, he's a
recording
sucker.
a woman getting killed, bro.
He said, "Why you not?" He's a sucker, bro.
A man's in the room, son.
Said
He's
they,
a
when they
sucker,
snapped her
bro.
vertebrae or whatever, she was done. She died 15 minutes.
It's
And
like,
they
yo,
just
something's
recorded her,
going
son.
on.
bro.
Cats grab the phone. Let's start recording, bro. Yo,
Yeah, hey,
Stokes.
help me, son.
Yesterday we were talking about when you did the U.S. Open. Your man who was a
Oh yeah,
Jiu-jitsu professional,
MMA
right?
fighter, like my size, skinnier. Like you would think he just looks like a regular Italian cat. Will bust your ass.
he'll kill you.
Make you tap out. You can't.
But-
he'll kill
but see,
you, bro.
I know, but the average cat probably looking at him like,
Yeah, I could take this
I
guy.
ain't fighting nobody in a bar anymore, son, or out in the streets. I don't know if he know MMA. Yo,
point being-
even if he put me in a bare naked chokehold,
But you,
I'm tapping out. Like, no,
But
buddy,
he
we
showed
showed
you-
you.
you
See
don't
no
know
ref
who you-
here.
He
just
showed
don't know
you a
where they
move?
are, huh?
He showed you any moves?
Oh no.
but I'm gonna be honest with you. What gets me more mad about the social media thing, and even that, we'll even go with that, right? There's certain shit I don't know how you even feel good recording, let alone post it.
Yo.
You know what I mean? Like, granted, this is what the shit is for, but nobody's supposed to see their kids check out. You seeing people
video.
get checked out on social media, bro.
Yo, recording and just
Getting
posting.
lit up.
I'm the first one to post your man with his head's blown off.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you.
Son.
I'm not gonna hold you, son. I almost left the chat when you posted the takeoff thing. I'm not trying to see that.
I feel you, bro.
I don't want to see that.
Nah, I don't want to see that.
I don't
crap
even.
either.
Matt, you hear about it, you was like, oh shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Then you see that. Now imagine if I don't want to see it. Imagine what his mother feel. Imagine what his family
right,
see.
yo, your
They
man-
seeing it.
That's what I'm saying.
You got him. You got Nipsey dying in front of his store.
Recorded.
You got P&B dying at Roscoe's. My whole thing is I can't understand the mind of somebody. Like, it's cool. All right, cool. You want to record a fight, whatever. I don't get the mindset of somebody like, yo, this is potentially this guy's dying moment.
And the one in Roscoe's, your man was still alive,
Bro,
And they
you're so
they got a
desensitized.
video of him like literally taking his last breath and checking out.
You're
I'm
so
glad I didn't see that, son.
desensitized. You're so desensitized to the fact that people live real lives like niggas can come back.
Yo, Stokes, did you say 2 rappers just shot themselves at the same time?
Yeah. Yeah, apparently it was a Lil Durk affiliate. They shot themselves. I don't know
Shot
if they
each
were-
other, you mean?
Yeah, they
that's
shot
what I
each
meant to
other, and they both died. They were beefing. They're showing North Dakota.
This is where where we
man.
going, bro. Yo, I know O was pretty pissed off with that Offset
Takeoff.
takeoff. Damn.
Yeah.
Got me saying takeoff.
Yo, listen,
thing,
man, it still bothers me, man. Like
Yeah,
this,
that shit really bothered you, bro.
I got a son that's growing up in all of this, so. And
Right.
to see, like, it only happens to us, man. Like, I
Only
don't know
us.
what the beef was. I don't even think it matters at this point. Like, your man is gone. Gone. And it's like, all right, we just move on. And it's going to happen again because of the way we are, the way we wired as a community. You don't see these white rock bands. I don't want to say white, but these rock bands, they're not beefing over each other, over their sets. They perform together, do shows for years. So like
Right.
off and on, these guys could perform into their 70s. Yo, the music never dies because they don't have a problem with each other.
And they don't shit on the generation
Yeah,
that
they
comes
don't-
before them, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That yo,
And after though,
No doubt.
definitely this. Like, yo, your man come out and say Nas is irrelevant. No matter what context you putting it in, or, oh no, you didn't hear, let me fit. Nah, that's all we heard.
That's
That's all we need to hear.
Nah,
because
you
you,
see, no,
hold on. Because you use Nas and irrelevant in the same sentence. Like, if it wasn't for Nas, you wouldn't be able to be an MC. Like, he's part of the whole upbringing of being lyrically sound. You know what I'm saying? So all these like, again, I understand sometimes us as OGs, we shit on the new generation. Like, yeah, I had a problem with these, what they used to call mumble rap, but I had to check myself. Like, yo, this is what they do now. This is what the younger generation's into. So, you know what? I support it. You guys are doing something, you're making money, but then all the other stuff that comes with this generation, with, yo, you can't say anything. Like,
I know. I know. Hey, I like what you're saying. I want you to finish though. Why Takeoff's death affected you so much? Because you never text that much in the chat in your life, bro.
yo, man, I was mad emotional that day, man, because I just feel bad for this generation, man. Because, yo, you can't even be young, black, and rich anymore. Like, yo, you young, black, and rich, you become a target.
Right.
For whatever, for rob, I make millions and I want to be a part of the streets. You can't anymore. That shit is dead. If I make money, I gotta move up in the hills. I can't chill with my boys or Newkirk and Flatbush when I'm worth millions. Somebody that's not as fortunate as me is gonna come and get me. Whether they from my own hood or not. They know I'm there, so they gonna come and get me because they gonna feel like I'm flashing. Like, I'm just sitting here with these are the cats I grew up with. And you can't do that anymore, man. You can't be young. You can't be black and rich and be from the streets. Because now if you leave the streets, then it's a problem. Like, yo, you
not
just
keeping
left
it
the
real.
street. Yo, I'm not keeping it really, man. No, I'm not. I can't. I can't keep it real anymore, man.
But
So what am I supposed to tell my kids, yo? Yo, don't strive to be a millionaire, man. You just gotta get a 9 to 5 because I want you to stay alive. Come on, man.
time out. I'm not even going the right way. I'm disagreeing with you. Nah. But I'm just saying, I think shift your perspective a little bit and follow me. I agree with what you're saying, but I also feel like lack of leadership from y'all is just as important to why shit is as bad as it is. Because granted, you can sit here and be like, yo, all right, yeah, I wasn't rocking with that shit. Fuck that. There's a lot of gatekeepers that sit here and be like, yo, I don't rock with it. I'm not gonna sit here and guide somebody. Or I'm not gonna sit here and try to meet him at his level to break down the game. OGs don't play the OG game. We talk about it all the time before we think. Think about it. You see a big homie on the block, right? Yeah. Analogy. You see a big homie on the block. Talk of the town, all right, blah, blah. He did 20 years, blah, blah, whatever, right? He sees 20 years he did. You'll see a little nigga running around, living reckless. What is that OG's job to do?
There's people that I don't definitely
I answer
see
the question.
that.
What is his job? To check him.
To check him.
Right?
Right?
Okay.
What happens once he checks him?
He kills him.
Yes. That's exactly what's happened. These young kids are living even more reckless than us.
Here's what I'm saying. 100%. These guys are doing worse than y'all ever did. But my whole thing is, at the end of the day, one thing I feel like we lack as a community, go back to yourself, we don't know how to talk to each other any fucking way. So when you sit here and say check him, you can't sit here and go talk to somebody that's putting niggas down any kind of way.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
So how do you check him?
Huh?
So how do you check him?
Can't.
You cannot.
You gotta ignore it.
You don't gotta check him. Go holler at him.
Yo,
That's the same
but
thing.
that's the
No,
thing.
it's
They
not
not
the same
listening.
thing as approach, bro. You can't sit here and be like, yo, I'm gonna treat this nigga like a little nigga. He don't move like that. He's making grown man moves the way he's doing. He living reckless. So what I'm saying is, in a situation where it's already touchy to talk,
Right.
I can honestly say, as a community, and I don't think y'all gonna disagree with me, the most disrespectful conversations that you've heard has been between black people and black people, yeah?
Correct.
We don't know how to talk to each other.
I agree with you.
We don't know how to talk to each other.
but-
So when you sit here and check somebody like that, and then the second he start getting you upset, what you gonna do? You gonna buck up.
No, but see, that's
And
the
then it's a problem because whatever conversation that y'all was having is gonna turn into what? Because y'all wear.
listen.
And then y'all still live in the same plight.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, right? As an old man now, is nothing that pisses me off more than
disrespectful
young,
kids.
disrespectful
Yes,
dudes, bro.
and it's
I'm talking
It's
about
plenty.
there's nothing else.
plenty.
Like you try to talk to them, you try to look at them, be like, yo, where's this dude coming from? And yo, they just
Like yo, when we were younger, if there's a adult in the room, we kind of calm that shit down.
But you can see that they don't. So your approach gotta change.
So
But
what?
what's-
So
but that's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
got, I'm not an
you
old
think
head.
we should have
I can't give you how you talk to.
it doesn't matter
All right, cool.
whether it be an aggressive approach or a passive approach.
All right, cool.
This
I'ma tell you-
generation
I'ma tell
is
you-
not
Y'all all
understanding.
my elders. Y'all all my elders. Right?
right.
I respect what y'all say. We have a meeting every Thursday. I'm not sitting here raising my voice. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm gonna give y'all the proper respect. I'm literally telling y'all here on this episode, the second y'all sit here and yell at me like I'm a little peewee, I'm gonna get mad at y'all. Cause who you talking to?
But we
You
won't
feel
have
me?
that
Because
approach
I'm
with you.
for sure. But what I'm saying is not, this rapport is a unique rapport. You don't see this often, bro. Let's be honest.
I hear you.
It's a unique rapport. You don't see people that sit here. There's not many people that you're gonna see be younger than me and sit in this seat. Or be my age and sit in this seat. You're like, yo, these niggas is bugging. How many niggas, think about it. How many people can you say in their 20s will sit down in this seat, disagree with y'all, and laugh about it after?
But
You
no-
can't say many.
That's why we hired you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you're here, kid.
You can't say many.
That's true.
But that's my whole problem with this. There's no way to get through to these cats. They it's out there. You can't talk to them because the next, you tell them like, yo, listen, you got to do this, you got to do that. And you know the young dude's going to be mad, rude, and disrespectful for the most part. Maybe not all. But I can only reach the kids that want to be reached.
100%.
So that's you know, in my vicinity, my son, my daughters, people that want, you know, my son's friends that I can get through to. I try to show them a different way, man. Like, I didn't grow up bad. I was around all the bad people. Constantly. I had to. It was a gauntlet growing up where we were. You had to go here. You wanted to go there. You had to deal with girls. You had to go to places that, you tell me to go to some of the places I went to in my 20s right now. I'm like, nah, boy, I'm good, man.
Yeah, but
I'm staying right here.
I'm telling y'all from a younger perspective. We live in a place where nowadays, where you guys saying that, it's like, all right, cool. We sit here and talk about stories all the time. There's reminisce, like there's happy memories. You feel me? Because y'all wasn't going on tough timing. What I'm saying is nowadays, we seen enough people get checked out that you gotta be on timing. So it's kind of hard to connect with said person because of the edge you gotta live on because you might not make it home.
So let me get this straight, right? As a young God coming up, right?
Yeah.
You want from us, elders, to give you more respect and talk to you in a different way, address you differently. And you think the message will be received a little better?
I can't say for everybody, but I do think it would be a step in the right direction. Because I feel like younger people constantly get rid of, like the music, like fuck out of here. You feel me? You don't gotta do that.
That's true.
You don't gotta do that.
Okay.
You don't gotta do that.
I just admitted to that.
You don't gotta do that.
I had to
but you see what I'm
reevaluate
saying?
myself.
You can be like, all right, yo, I don't like it because of so and so. Now if he wild out, that's him. You know you didn't come on no, you know?
I got a tough time though.
But
I'm not gonna lie to you. I got a tough time with the music, bro. I have
For
a
sure,
tough
but
time
I've
fucking
never
with the
heard you
music.
say "fuck out of here." That's bullshit. Blah blah. You still try to give it a listen.
You never
I'm not
drove
really
with me in
feeling
my
it.
car, bro. You never.
I don't need to. You're a Brooklyn guy. I don't trust Brooklyn drivers.
I
Man.
Listen,
really
but
Oh, the
to
next
all
one.
honesty, there was some stuff in our era that some cats put out. We were like, yo, what the fuck is this? So we could say it for the young generation now, but the dismissive attitude I get, the dismissive attitude with what they're doing, it's their style, it's their thing.
And they're seeing
and I
success from it, though.
Yes, and then and listen, as much as I don't understand it, as much as I don't get it, I gotta respect it. I gotta respect that. That's why I had to self-evaluate what I was doing, what I was saying, and how my critique of it. You know what I'm saying? They just doing what they listen. I don't have to like it. Everything they doing, I don't have to like.
OG rapper in the game, right? Jay-Z, right? Talk about God did. I made this billionaire. I made this billionaire. Blah blah. Most people that really like rap is still gonna appreciate Jay-Z across the board. The reason why the newer people don't listen to it is because at the same time of you telling me like I can go back in your catalog where you were living like me. I seen you make it. Yeah, you forgot about it. The street is still the street though.
I know.
The street is still the street. So you can talk about this billionaire, millionaire, blah, blah. I'm still here. Why is the street still like a street then?
Yo,
Why is it still the street?
Street is popular, yo.
You talking about how many billions you made.
Yeah.
Marcy Projects still look like Marcy Projects.
There's a slight, not even a slight. It's a very tricky contradiction because I'm telling you, I made it. Don't do what I did. But I did what I did, and I became a billionaire doing what I did.
But it's also
don't do what I did.
But it's also I'm not doing anything to make it easier for y'all anyway.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you not to do it. You're telling me not to do it. You're not giving me no alternatives. But you telling me you were successful doing it.
I got you.
But now you mad when I'm doing it because they're ruthless. Come on, son. You 50 something talking about how you turn. Come on, bro.
It's the same thing.
So now when I'm doing it at my age, you're gonna sit here and say, what? Oh yeah, he's misguided. So you wasn't misguided because you was talented? Come on, son.
You're right.
If you're gonna be an OG, commit to being it. If you're gonna sit here and just turn your back, so people know who to relate to and who not to relate to. And I think that's the problem. Nobody comes down. Nobody comes down once they get on their high horse and put their arm around somebody like, yo, I'm gonna show you. They're gonna fuck you like they do in the industry all the time. Oh yeah, you're supposed to get a fucked up. You're supposed to get a fucked up contract. You're supposed to do that.
Yo,
You're
who
supposed to
said
go
that?
through that. You hear artists say it all the time. My first contract was the first.
Yeah, so they
But
continue
now,
to fuck.
exactly.
Yeah,
so
so they
now
do,
when
but
you
like-
when it's now it's time for you
Yo, what's
to
up?
be in charge and bring somebody on.
And you
because
that
you
was-
went through it.
Was it
You're gonna give that person
Diddy,
the same
right?
shitty
It was
contract.
Diddy, that's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now when niggas harbor resentment, oh, I don't know where it came from. Really? Come on, son. You got it. You can't do that. Can't do that, bro.
Just
But
because
yeah,
we know the
yeah.
game, don't mean you can continuously
Run it
after
on
all
it.
the artists.
And then
Yo,
my
but
whole
it's
thing
hard, Joe.
is who revealed it? Y'all did. And now I'm turning around and see you're doing the same thing to me.
That's correct.
And I'm supposed to just respect it? Come on, son. You can't
got
do
you.
that, bro.
I
And
got you.
then they don't, oh, these kids don't respect. You're not giving me nothing to respect.
No, but like from the first statement I started with, this only happens with us.
It does.
Only happens with us, man.
People get to that lane and they forget they us.
Yeah,
That's
they,
the problem.
they forget they were us.
Damn, that's a good point, bro.
Always, all the time, son.
This should lead to our hip hop podcast, bro.
Nas is irrelevant, but
Top 5.
just that statement alone, man. Listen, P, I know you want to, context or whatever. Come
Nah,
on,
I
man.
don't care.
Yo,
Nas is my favorite rapper.
You
I knew he
can't-
was bugging when he said it.
you can't say that.
I'm
son.
just saying, let's hear
Like,
the
no.
whole quote. I'm not gonna be like
No,
the media with this Kyrie thing.
We played the whole
let me-
quote,
We
though.
played
No,
it.
100%.
Yo, we got
And
the
then-
whole-
and then-
and it still didn't make sense.
Exactly. So now when I can be like, yo, he's bugging, at least I heard the whole quote. I'm not gonna talk about something that I didn't watch and then be like,
But
oh yeah,
this-
this is what it is.
There's no way you could say that he's irrelevant.
There is no way. I don't disagree.
I'm not saying you, period, but I'm saying like, there's no way you could say.
Like I told y'all, he
I'm
just
saying.
dropped the
Wrong
album.
language. He used the wrong language.
He used
Why
the
do we
wrong
do that
word.
though?
It's
Why do we do that?
Yeah, but that's exactly
How long Nas been out, bro? 30 years?
But why do we get mad at that?
91. But live at the
31
barbecue was
years.
91.
So if you're a 26-year-old rapper,
Why do we get mad at that?
But
Why
then it
not
goes-
educate?
Yeah, it goes back to what he says.
Why
The
you
OGs
getting mad at that?
But you know what
OGs
happens
kind of
too.
failed in some regard.
you think so?
You get mad
Yeah.
at that?
Because it's all
Explain.
related, man.
Explain.
Like, you go from when hip hop first started up until now. Different stages. I mean, I do think the record labels, they don't really care about the culture per
They
se.
don't at all.
No.
So I
never
think
did.
correct.
they're
Definitely
actually, and you can make an argument that they're more
They pushed
responsible
this
for the
narrative,
culture.
this ignorance narrative.
But at the same time, like a lot of these cats, these OG rappers, man, they were just all about just getting fly, getting with chicks, drinking, smoking, partying, and not really caring about the youth.
Yo,
And
hip hop was invented as an art form, bro.
to bring people together
And
too.
then we monetized it, and it became product, and it just became just record sales.
Yo,
bro.
it evolved. Yo, it
Where's
evolved.
the art, bro?
Because you'll see,
Where's the art, son?
but you'll hear
The art
those.
of rapping, the art of music, the
Is-
art of words.
It
Where
doesn't-
is it?
It doesn't turn a profit.
Yeah.
Well, then,
It don't
well,
turn a
yeah,
but
profit.
that's because of the record labels.
Exactly.
The
The
back,
agenda that they
they
push.
still remember I read the so-called backpack rappers. Like
Oh, yeah,
those,
that's
those dudes
dumb.
were lyrically
yo,
insane.
aren't you
son.
tired of?
Yo.
Aren't you tired of us creating something, them taking it
And
twisting
twisting
it,
it.
making money, and then telling us this is the shit? They telling us what's the shit.
That's why with Nas,
you
when
play
Nas
the
came with
game.
Hip Hop is Dead, I think a lot of people took that, especially people like Southern rappers, took offense to that because it's like, the South was popping, and all of a sudden he's saying hip hop is dead because the South is popping. But no, it's about the industry
Yeah,
and the
killing
music
it.
that they're pushing out. Of course it's dead. From that perspective, like you said, the art form. Yo, groups like, I'll give you an example. I tell you what's dead in hip hop. Diggable Planets,
They,
groups like that, Arrested
Diggle
Development,
plays
that shit is dead.
Dead.
All right,
what's some cats from the
Dead.
Bronx? Camp Low? Come on,
So,
son.
so it sounds
They
like you're
weren't even
saying
appreciated.
anything.
Oh,
So-
Camp, that's what I'm saying.
At least
They don't
Diggable Planets
appreciate-
for them, at least they had some
Cellar
appreciation.
Dwellers from
Yeah,
BK.
you going.
Come on, man.
But I'm just saying,
like, look
point
these
being,
cats up,
that
man.
hip hop, like that's based on
Bush
creativity
babies, yo. Come
and
on,
art
son.
form, that is dead. You are not seeing that. That is,
Nah,
like
you
said,
can't-
It's
you
not
can't-
going to turn a profit.
Can't do that. Like, listen, I know. Okay, especially y'all young dudes. Y'all appreciate Kendrick Lamar. Mm-hmm. Now,
That's Joe's favorite rapper.
is he like one of these dudes that's making mad money?
Yes.
Off of what?
Rapping.
No, I'm saying off of what though? With okay,
You mean
he's
his
rhyming.
material?
This is the first you
Just
hear.
content,
Yo,
but
it's the first time you hear
okay,
Joe the
'cause
whole set, kid.
I'm not disparaging him. I mean, I know y'all know how I feel about him, but I'm not disparaging him.
I know where you're going.
But he's one in what? There's no other rapper like him that's spitting like that.
Cole.
That's it.
But these cats aren't making the money because of what they saying. Like, all
Cole
right,
ain't
Kendrick
got-
Lamar might be different.
Kendrick
But
Lamar
we-
money, right?
Yeah, but
Cole?
A lot of money, yes.
But as
Yeah.
much as
He's
Kendrick,
selling out the garden.
Yeah.
well, that's off of see shows are different like that. But
who's selling more records? Kendrick, right? Than Cole?
Probably.
well, it's different with the records
It's
stuff.
different. It's
It's
different because
different from our era. But
Oh,
yo,
they stream now, right?
yeah.
yeah.
So streaming, but yo, you like when we were out, like a show like that, they had to put like 10 of those people together, and it was still it's like one of the most. Yo, remember the show we missed at the Apollo
Hit Squad.
Hit Squad? Like the array of people that's there was amazing, but you can't do that now. Like Kendrick Lamar he probably only wants to perform himself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's true or not, but that's how most of this generation, y'all generation, I should say, well, what is it, X, Z, whatever.
Yeah, why or some shit, right?
They're not wired that way to bring each other in on stuff like that. Not as much as, like we had people that were known rappers and combined with other cats.
See, I don't think that's fair what you're doing only because it was still in the beginning stages of what it was gonna be. So there was nobody that could be as big as that without ingratiating your peers. Cause it was more selective back then. You can all right, cool.
I don't.
Look, watch. I'll give an example. The biggest rapper you would say, right, is who back in your day? Who would be the biggest
Well, it
rapper?
depends on the era.
We got a long way to go.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
a whole
cool.
big
All
thing.
right. So I'm
Give it like a decade or something.
all right, cool. All right, let's say early 90s.
Biggest.
Biggest
Early.
rappers who?
Was Nas really
Was Nas, right?
in the early 90s? Probably, right?
Nas, Big, Pac.
Well, Big came like
It's
mid.
a bunch of them, man. In
mid-nineties,
any
like-
era, there was more than one.
There's more than
There
one.
wasn't
There's
one
more
rapper
than
that
one.
held down the whole decade.
Because of what? Why?
There's
Because
so many rappers that was.
and it was something new. Everybody is someone new.
But it wasn't that new in the 90s.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
90s.
It wasn't that new.
It was a rap. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about the 70s. Okay?
No,
I'm
no,
not
I'm
gonna
saying
talk about
they
the
had
80s,
bad rappers.
But I'm not gonna sit here and talk about
That's
the
not
80s.
new then.
But you
Hold on.
can't do that,
Let me
though,
talk
because
I want Dirk. I know Dirk has something to say real quick.
What was my thought? No, well, so right off of what Ponix is saying, so 90s wasn't new. 90s is where we started to move from the low level in terms of money.
Yeah.
Commercial.
Everybody started getting money. It was 80s was new.
All right, let me clear up. Let me clear up. When I'm talking about new, I'm talking about in terms of avenues, in terms of what it was becoming as an art form, not the concept of rapping, but the beginning of what it is. A tour back then wasn't what it is now. You get what I'm saying?
Right?
So what I'm saying is some of these deals, it's like only I can secure this deal nowadays because there's not people that's gonna be, oh, I like this rapper and this rapper and this rapper. There's a lot of people, you can ask Joe. There's people that's pro Kendrick, they don't rock with Cole. There's people that rock with Cole that don't rock with Kendrick. I don't understand why you can't like both.
they make it hard.
They make
that's a, like
but,
that.
but
That's
because
to my
it becomes
point.
because it becomes profitable.
But
So
that-
so what I'm saying is there back then, because it was newer, it wasn't so much that you can turn a profit as quicker as you can
you
now.
used to have so much of the greatest
You know
MCs
what I'm
on
saying?
one track.
But that's why
yo.
that's where the division comes in.
That-
At.
But
yeah.
that's exactly where
But
it comes from.
that was to my point. That's what I'm saying. With Kendrick Lamar is one.
Yeah, because why you
He's
can't
only
have
doing
Cole
shows
and,
like
and
that by
Kendrick both
himself.
promoting conscious rap? Why you can't have them both?
You can have them both.
Why does it always have to be about profit?
You can't have them both. They both like-
If you love the culture, you love the rap. You love
Because
the,
of- but-
if you love the culture, you combine them.
But it's because
culture's
of who
not
put,
controlled
exactly.
by
But
us,
what you
man.
just said.
Culture's not controlled by
who's
us.
putting out? Who's putting
Who's
it
putting
out?
it out? Yeah.
They're gonna put it out. They're
Aren't
not.
y'all-
It's not.
aren't
It's not.
y'all- That's what I'm saying, Stokes. Aren't y'all tired of this shit, bro?
The coaches
tired.
We create some shit.
I'm super
They
tired.
take
Not
it,
control
spin it,
us.
and then
super-
tell us what we should listen to.
But here's the problem. Because when you have those rappers that now cross over to that seat, what they're gonna do? They're gonna play their game as opposed to forgetting that there was an artist. I saw Jay-Z owned Kanye West masters.
Yeah, I'm sick of this, man.
You heard that?
Oh, he
Kanye
owns
wasn't
Master-
supposed to be a
I thought Kanye
Kanye
bought
West
his
is a
own
bug.
masters.
Nah, but listen, we can sit here and be like Kanye West is a bug out, but there was a point in time where, as close as Jay-Z is to Kanye West, he owned his masters. Why?
Because that's the
That's the
game.
game.
That's the game.
So now when you sit here and be like, oh, blah blah, they do it. We allow it to happen.
Only
Because
person-
when we get into those rooms, guess what? We forget that we are, and that's the problem.
Only person I know other than that's not black that doesn't own her masters is
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, and
I was shocked.
She
doesn't?
She's
But
doing.
She's perfectly fine.
That's a new phenomenon,
And
though.
she's
But
Owning
she's
perfectly
now
masters.
she's
fine.
doing everything over.
Nah, but she's supposed.
doing
to-
everything
she's supposed to
over.
own a joint,
No.
so.
That's a new
What?
phenomenon, bro. That's something you gotta
Taylor
wait.
Swift though.
No, you can't own your masters right now.
You can't.
You gotta
You
wait
can't.
till later on, bro. You can't
But,
just.
but my whole thing is for sure. I agree. But how about when it's your mans that own your master? How about when it's your mans that own your master?
That's
That's not gonna make me look at you like,
yeah,
wow.
but that's the game, man.
Well, that's the game. I know Jigga's
the
playing.
game.
I know he's playing.
Instead of saying, "Yo, bro,
Here's your
Here you
master.
go.
it's your
son.
masters, God."
You got
No.
you got
He
Diddy
on
sitting
Fat
here
Joe
talking about
too, right?
you got Diddy sitting here beefing with Mace. First of
For
all,
30 years, bro.
let it both of y'all just give it to him. Just give it to him,
crazy,
right?
bro.
What's the fucking problem?
This man stopped rapping. He made one album, stop rapping because he wasn't getting his money.
Come on,
Mace?
bro.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna sit here, you're gonna sit
It's not why he was scared. Cats
I'm
was
just
on his
saying,
neck.
stop.
whatever
He made one album.
it is, whatever it is,
Keep
you'll
it
see
real.
that one person still making bread off it.
Yo, we don't control.
But he like, I don't
our
really
own
rock with
culture.
Mace.
We don't even control the shit we created, man.
That's what I'm. Yo, that's the part that
It's
annoys me,
it's
bro.
it's fucking stupid.
But when it gets in our hands, we don't give it back either.
yeah, but
Oh, let me get some. Everybody,
But who-
just give it back.
because somebody has to be a billionaire.
Exactly.
I have to buy
That's
a football
corny.
team.
That's corny.
You imagine this? Imagine this, right? And first of all, the record business is the shadiest shit.
Oh,
you
man.
Can
Yeah,
ever.
I hate. Me
We already know
personally,
this, Dirk.
Yeah.
We already know this shit is the
I would
most
hate the
shadiest shit in
music
America,
business.
bro.
Yes, sir.
All right?
You'll hear rappers say
Here
they
you
still
go,
play the game.
right? Check this game out. You 10 years old. You a musician, right? You get to 15. You write some songs. They love it. You are the artist. You create the songs. They take what you did. They making it to something else called a record. They put it out there and they say you get 10 cents.
Or for everything you sold.
It's
What
still
kind
like
of business is
that.
that,
Then you
bro?
gotta sign
It's
it.
still like that today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably
with
get a
the
lesser
streams?
percentage.
You wrote it.
You get a lesser percentage.
Bro, you wrote it. You created it. These are your thoughts, your ideas. And
And
they
you
say,
don't
yo,
own
let
it.
me get that. We're going to put it out there. You get 10 cents. Cool with that?
But see, that's the distributing game. You need them
Come on,
too.
son.
That's why
You
Prince
need
changed
them,
his name
son.
or whatever. That was.
Yo, look up this clip when Mariah Carey signed a $100 million record deal. And Prince broke it down on
Broke
some
it down.
on some
Yeah.
show.
I think somebody sent that in the
Check
chat.
that out.
No, I didn't
It
see
was
that.
me.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
Check
You
that
said
out.
Nah, I ain't see that, yo. I
Yeah,
gotta check
check
Watch
that
that.
out.
Watch that.
What,
Your man
Prince
was like
broke
that.
it
Oh,
Oh, no,
down?
you
Yeah.
sent it. You
Prince
sent it to
broke
me.
it
Send it to
down.
you?
Yeah,
Okay,
what
What
Yeah.
show
Me.
is that? He
Nah,
broke it down.
You
What,
like
you
Mariah
talking
Carey
about
signed a
Prince?
$100
Short
million
Prince?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was on one of
It
them
was
talk
with Conan,
shows.
right?
Paisley
no,
Park
it was
Prince?
Colbert or Conan.
Ah, man. Was it
I think it was Conan.
Remember, he was
was
beefing
was
with
Conan.
Warner Brothers over that too. He was beefing with Warner Brothers because of that.
Bro, it's the most wickedest business in America, yo.
Yeah.
Sam Cooke didn't own
Nah,
shit.
Nah, you going.
Yeah, all right, this is gonna be another episode,
then-
bro.
but
Kurt
think about
Flood,
it-
remember
but
Kurt
think about it
Flood
like
with
this.
the,
Think
with
about it
the
like
free
this, right?
agency shit.
Yeah.
So now,
He done broke.
me and you, we both got it. We both got a shitty deal, right? But I got more up front than you did. I'm gonna sit here and be like, yo, I got more money than you. Like I really do, right?
Yeah.
So now that creates a rift between us. So God forbid you ever become a label exec, and now I'm still signed to this label. I remember this nigga was laughing. Why?
Yo,
Why? Y'all both don't got
You know
nothing.
what's funny, son? You know what the record labels created for black people? to give them some type of clout? The A&R.
Correct.
What did the A&R do,
And
son?
the subsidiary, what they call it,
The A&R gathered the artists and pushed the artists out. You get $100.
Next episode.
$100,
man.
man.
About to get me tight.
Get $100 for doing that. But
Hate that shit,
because they
son.
sat
We gotta
back.
make this hip hop episode. Sorry, we took you here.
son,
This is what it is.
I
They
tell y'all
sat
what
back.
You and Dirk need to do, my bad, is y'all need to give us a music business 101
Yo,
lesson.
We do it to y'all. We had contracts and everything.
Nah, go
It's,
ahead,
it's
Al.
disgusting, bro. It's
Yeah,
a
I
disgusting
know.
business.
Go ahead, what you saying, my bad?
No, I'm saying like they hired these black, and sometimes they would give it to Jewish dudes or white dudes or whoever, and who
Watch
got
out.
their end to the streets. Well, listen, Jewish people is
Watch
embedded in hip hop. It's not an
Yeah,
anti-Semitism thing. They
Oh, but I
embedded in
think
hip
they
hop.
helped build hip hop.
No, of course. Def Jam, Rick
Nah,
Rubin,
you know-
and all them.
You know who I didn't
Come
know
on.
was Jewish? I thought he was Puerto Rican. I swear to God.
Geffen?
Juha from Duck Down.
Yeah.
You Jewish?
Jewish. I thought he was Puerto Rican. I swear to God.
But that's what I'm saying. They embedded in hip hop. So
Steve
Nah.
Rifkin?
Yeah. But
Loud Records?
Steve Rifkin, shout out to him. He created my favorite group. I mean, helped get my favorite group of
Woo.
all times, Wu-Tang. So he had
Yo.
recruited Pun, got Pun on the label.
Wu-Tang made us
So-
retire from rapping, but
yeah.
So shout out to Steve
it's
Rifkin.
another story.
Yeah, F fool.
That wasn't nice
I don't say
enough.
F fool. I'm
Bro.
joking. But yeah, listen, we thought we were nice
Let me tell you,
until 93, 94, when it was like really.
this is
Yeah,
what happened.
Red
Like
Man?
I saw
Whose verse?
I saw
Redman,
Wu
son?
before.
Whose verse?
I'm gonna tell you what happened, bro.
I saw Wu at Jones Beats before they were Wu-Tang, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And it was meth at Jones Beats, Greek Fest. I was like, I don't even know what this is, B.
Yo,
I'm not rapping. I'm not rapping.
we used to go to Firehouse Studios, bro. Flavor Savers was the name of us.
Yeah, that's a bad
We used to
name.
have
That was a good name
I
back
used to
then,
have
man.
Stokes on the train at like 2 a.m. My moms used to be pissed. I'm like, yo, mom,
they
we gonna be
believed in
rappers,
us,
yo.
man.
You heard of Crisscross?
Yeah, why do we have to do? Why do
gonna
we
be
have
the
to go to
next
studio
Crisscross
at night,
plus
son?
one.
After midnight.
Yo,
What is that?
This
So,
cat,
I had the
yo,
reel. We used to carry the 2-inch reel with us,
Oh,
the
really?
Firehouse Studios. And we saw like little trinkets of Wu-Tang, because they used to be out the same studios, but like whatever. So we rapping, bro. We had 3.5 songs. 3.5 songs,
I don't
son.
even think it was 3.5.
The half was some fake freestyle.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all was in Firehouse. That's a big studio.
Bro, we was in Firehouse
Yeah,
spending,
we-
like 3 of my checks, God.
Yeah,
Yo,
we spending bread, yo.
this cat used to, like, I guess during the summer, he used to work at D'Agostino. I used to go with him on a train. I used to pretty much just wait to work his whole shift and then go to the studio after. I was like 11, 12 years old. I remember that so vividly.
Yo, on the train, dog. Yo, my mom used to be like, yo, what are
Which
y'all guys
stage you was
doing?
working at? The 72nd one or the one in Chelsea?
Not 23rd.
23rd
23rd?
Street,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. But you were working at the 72nd one at one point,
Yeah, I
though.
was there.
Yeah, because I remember...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yo, we going to Firehouse, we chilling. Got 3.5 songs. There was a show called What's the 411?
Oh, man.
Yo, we performing. Yo, he had a lyric.
Yo, you made
Everybody
us do
knows
3
that milk's for
songs.
babies. Yo, he carried the glass of milk on the stage with him, son.
Yeah, we tore that
Yo,
show
son,
up, though,
we was
son.
killing it, son.
We tore that show up.
And one night we in the
Who was
village.
there? I was Hunter Man, right? What was his name?
Oh, Tucker the Hunter Man.
Yeah, Tucker
He
the
was
Hunter Man was
he
the
sounded
headliner.
similar to 9.
Yo,
Remember 9? And yeah.
son, we in the village.
Watch your back. Watch your back, cause the Hunter Man's coming. Coming at you. Yo, you gotta see if you can find that, son.
Yeah, we by Gray's Papaya, chilling in the village. One car go by. We hear Protect Your Neck.
Yeah.
Another car go by. Protect Your Neck. Another, Protect Your Neck. Like all night. So what the fuck is this?
Changed the whole game, son.
Video music box. Ralph McDaniel starts playing it. Protect Your Neck.
Shout out to Uncle Ralph, yo.
I say,
Uncle
yo,
Ralph.
Stokes, you going to college? I'll go back to work. And I'm done. I'm just start producing from now on, bro.
Yo, you-
career over. Wu-Tang destroyed our career.
Just messed everything up. And
I said, this is rapping? That's like, nah, we finished, God.
yeah,
They had 1,000 motherfuckers rhyming, son.
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
when I heard the
And-
Jizza verse, I was like, nah, we out,
Rules
kid.
2 slamming for these cold killing labels.
Nah, we done here, bro.
yeah, I
Rap
think
career over.
we could have
Thank
been
you, Wu-Tang.
We could have put Wu-Tang to bed, yo.
Yo,
Yeah.
our shit lasted 7 months, bro.
Yeah, I'll tell you, when I
Yo,
saw
the only
saw
thing
them
I had
cats-
going for us, we worked out the same studio as Wu-Tang. That's all I can say, yo. Holla at me, bro.
Yeah, them niggas. And Firehouse would take anybody's money, son.
Yo,
yeah, you want
Firehouse.
to? Yeah, I just want to rhyme. All right, give me money.
Wait, that's what Larry, the engineer, was, or no? That's different.
Nah, that's another
That's
studio.
yeah.
Yeah, but yo, this
Larry
nigga-
was robbing us. You said right?
Yeah, he was. Yo, he wasn't putting the beat on the reel. He was just putting the vocals. So we always had to
Go
go
to
back
him.
to him.
Wow.
Even that motherfucker was shady, yo. Thank you, Larry, motherfucker.
Bitch ass. Yeah, you could keep that in. He's a bitch ass. Yo, fuck him.
Yeah, Ponix.
Well, you came with us a couple times too,
We
right?
could have been
Nah,
the
I
next.
think that
Nah.
was before me.
Rudy wasn't fucking with us there.
Nah.
Rudy came around like 95.
Oh, like
Tyreek was
oh,
born
when J.
94.
Rudy Damager was out. That's when you came.
Yeah.
Oh, J. Rudy used to live around the corner from us.
And
yo.
that's when I became a producer, my friend.
And yo, J. Rudy Damager just smashed too at that time, yo.
Matter of fact,
Yeah,
yo,
he was,
come
he was
clean
take
nice.
us out,
Yeah.
man. Take
You
us out
wanna
with one of them
jump
beats.
one?
We gotta
Beats,
do.
though.
Yo, this is Sportsmanlike podcast. We coming back with a real hip hop show. This was like an impromptu hip hop show. But thank you for joining us.
Yo,
Yeah.
man.
Good job, bro. Word up.
What time is it, yo? I got
Time
a
for
place to
Bubba.
go.
Quarter to 11. Quarter to 10. Quarter to 11.
Yo, man.